Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to week 6. So week 6 is going to be really interesting. We're going to talk about APA writing and research paper formatting. So this is going to be really important for your upcoming paper and presentation, which of course is going to be due in the future. Actually was going to open the course schedule and talk about that in a bit, and I'll do that. Had it open a second ago and closed it, but I'll reopen that so we can take a look together. Alright, let's open week 6. So I had to change the format so you guys can see what you're going to be seeing and not my view. But this is a really cool, I think, content module overall because it's got some great information, all from the perspective of how to write APA effectively. So in APA effectively. So APA style, of course, is the style that's used in all healthcare across the board. So a lot of English majors, as an example, will use MLA. In research writing and most healthcare studies, or pretty much all healthcare studies like I elaborated on earlier, we use APA. And APA has a ton of resources out there, but one of the best resources that I have found throughout my years of teaching and in my own educational time as well, taking classes and such, is the Purdue OWL, Purdue University, of course, online writing lab. That's why it says OWL, but that's all online information that you can use. So it gives you a great overview of APA. Now some of this overview might be a little older, but I find these videos the best for you to take a look at. Some of the newer videos are a little bit more challenging because they anticipate that you're going to already understand APA. So that's not the case for you guys. Some of you might have used it before, but I wanted to start off really fresh. So make sure you watch the 2 Purdue OWL videos here about APA formatting, just the basics, and then of course APA formatting reference lists. And I have a short video here picking a topic and starting your paper, which we'll look at the course schedule in a minute, but you want to make sure you pick a topic so you can start your paper. Alright, so there's some interesting things that we're going to talk about here in a bit, and I'm going to show the paper instructions as well here in a second. You also have your chapter 15 overview, which is an overview of chapter 15, more about writing, how to write effectively. Lots of great information there that you need to take a look at. So a shorter video than normal, but when you add everything up, it's actually about where it should be. Make sure you read chapter 14 and chapter 15, of course, in your textbook. I know many of you have probably already taken a look at that. One thing that I'll really highlight here is the APA sample paper. Let me click on that real quick. The great thing about a sample paper that I provided is when you start writing your paper, just use this as your format. It's already built in because formatting has to be pre-programmed into the document, right? You have to change the settings and such. Just use this. You can copy and paste your material into here and have it in the right format, right? It's already got everything lined up. You know, of course, you're not going to want to keep the information in there. You'll change and put your references in and all that type of stuff. This is in Pages too, so if you're using Microsoft Word, it's going to look a little bit different. But this is a great example that you can use for APA. I highly recommend you copy and paste your work into sample paper. All right. Look at here in a minute. The schedule actually popped it open on accident and closed it there, but I'll open that here in a second. But I just wanted to remind you that you don't have homework this week, but you do have a discussion post. Your initial post is due on the 16th, and your reply is due on the 20th. All right, make sure you knock that out, and it should say end of day. I'll make that change. Wednesday end of day, and then Sunday end of day. All right. One thing I want to open 2 things actually: the instructions for the paper, and then also your course schedule. I'm going to open the course schedule first. Give me a second, and I'll pop back on. The schedule, of course, is subject to change. You know, if anything pops up that we need to take care of. But we're on week 6 right now. Your paper is actually not due until week 10. So we got a while, a little over a month. So you got plenty of time to start on your paper and really start research. So over a month, it's due 8/17 by end of day, midnight. All right. Probably should change that to end of day too throughout the course schedule, but I'll do that in the future. Just make sure you know that's end of day. Some people have been confused. Midnight means, of course, by the end of that day. All right, let me go to the instructions. You can see here I'm in the course content section. Research paper and rubric instructions are located now here. I have made them available for you guys, so I'm going to open the paper instructions. Watching me in active movement here on my Mac, so sorry for the delay. Here we go. Clear that. Pop that open. Alright, so your paper. I'm not sure why it says missing a font. Don't worry about that. So you have paper and presentation. Of course, the objective is to compose a healthcare focused paper. It has to be healthcare. On a topic, whatever you want in healthcare, you can write about. So you're going to have your paper, and then you're going to have your presentation, which is a 2 to 3 minute video talking about your paper. You can do it like I'm doing now, just sharing your paper and talking verbally, or you can share a PowerPoint, whatever you feel like you need to do. It's only 2 to 3 minutes. So the paper is the more challenging part, right? You got to have 5 primary references in the paper, which we'll talk about in the future, how to find, of course, information. Google Scholar is an example, or your PMI library. But your paper is going to be pages in length. It's got to be at least 5 pages in length. And the title page and the reference page don't count towards the page length. So make sure you get that grasped, because it's a pretty lengthy paper, but it's not terrible because it's all double spaced in APA. So remember that. So read over these directions. This is something we have a month left to do. We're going to talk more about it because next week we even talk further about APA, so more information to come on overviewing this upcoming assignment. I did a long check-in this morning. Hope this helped you guys, but I wanted to jump in and really give you information that you needed. I think that's it. Otherwise, if you guys need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help in any way I can. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work, and I appreciate all the effort. Thanks so much.